style. We want you to welcome them, if you will. And the first team we're going to introduce, they're from San Antonio, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, playing at the #1 position. He's from Mexico. He is 7-goal handicap. It's Ruben Gracida. At #2, the player voted the Player of the Year, 10 goals, ladies and gentlemen, Carlos Gracida. With the golden helmet, also 10 goals, a fine gentleman, ladies and gentlemen, Memo Gracida. And an extra special welcome for team captain, Steve Ghost, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Ghost, #4, championship as of this moment. It's White Birch, and let's welcome one of the greater #1s around. It's Paul Piaget from Argentina. At #2, here is brother Alfonso Piaget, 9 goals from Argentina. At #3, the great one, ladies and gentlemen, Alfonso Piaget from Argentina. And team captain from Connecticut, Peter Brandt, ladies and gentlemen. We're all set to play and do. Okay, Howard, we're all set, ready to go. And this is for the championship, ladies and gentlemen. Everything counts right here. Now then, Peter Brandt going for the back shot as #1, Ruben Gracida, putting a little pressure on. And right to set the scene for you, a penalty shot has been awarded to Retama. The distance to the goal is 60 yards. Memo's shot is strong, it's up and it's looking, but it's wide and to the left. If it's wide of the goal, he will wave it beneath his waist. In the meantime, White Birch take possession from the back line. That's Peter Brandt, but a quick interception here. Here we go as the white team. It's Carlos Gracida going to goal. They're going to pay the price right here in Retama. Very quick thinking, Carlos Gracida. Okay, so we have one on the board as... Now, back to the lineup. Umpire Howard Hipwood. Getting set, Ruben Gracida. Now, Alfonso Piaget, the near side back shot. Peter Brandt coming in, picks it up nicely on the grey pony. Memo Gracida here with the yellow helmet, turns it around the corner. Now, Gonzalo, unable to block the shot. There's the through ball. Alfonso checking over the shoulder, goes for the back shot, pops it out towards the boards. Ruben Gracida, a little push and a shove. Look at these guys pushing already. Tremendous stuff. Is this going to be something we're going to be looking for here? Now, a little bit of a melee against the boards. Who can get a decent shot? Piaget can. Unlucky against the heel of the pony. A good second shot. Now then, a little deflection. This is Alfonso Piaget. Looping ball downfield over the halfway line. An attempted pick up by Paul Piaget. Brilliantly knocked out of the air. Peter Brandt goes for the back shot. We have two players getting a little close. Now, Christian Laprida, the umpire, throws the ball in. Here we go. Memo, a little ride out, a nice looking back shot, setting up brother Carlos. Carlos coming in, but nicely taken away by Peter Brandt. Who each chucker? 7 to 7.5 minutes duration. The clock will only stop when the umpire's whistle has been heard. This is Memo Gracida, 10-goal handicap. Memo's shot looks good. It's up, and it is through for the goal. So, San Antonio go out in front by a couple in chucker #1. 120 miles per hour from time to time. Now, see the joshing and the contact even at the lineup, but a nice near side shot from Gonzalo Piaget. Brother Paul coming in, no contact. Memo opening up the play with a back shot now. Carlos Gracida. Look at Ruben Gracida, the former jockey from Mexico. Way downfield in excellent position. Memo allowed to come through. It's Ruben Gracida. He's got to come back for it. He's walking towards the goal. I think he's got it. Yes, it's through for a goal. That's Ruben Gracida, ladies and gentlemen. We'll tell you a little bit more about the uniqueness of these wonderful animals as we go along. Now, the White Birch team. Now, Carlos Gracida turns on a dime brilliantly. #4, looking for the long shot, and he's connected. A good layup shot as Peter Brandt has to hustle back, but Carlos putting a little pressure on him. Peter's got to clear this one. He goes for a nice tail shot and executed beautifully. Now, who's coming in? Memo tries to pick it up, and he may yet, but here's the man, #2, coming straight down the field. It's Alfonso. Look at the speed of these horses. Incredible stuff. Alfonso Piaget looking good, but Memo's big pony comes in, overtakes him, goes for the back shot. Nice near side attempt, but no pickup. What do we have here? It's Carlos Gracida popping it down. What a brilliant pass here for #1, Ruben Gracida. Peter Brandt comes in, goes for the back shot. A nice clearing neck shot from Alfonso Pierres as the game begins to settle down right here. The speed of these animals starting to come out. Now, there's the through ball. Paul Pierres over the halfway line. They're marking each other extremely closely. A nice near side back shot to the boards, and it's out of play. Of applause there. The green team over there is White Birch, and the white guys are, of course, San Antonio Retama. Here we go. Now then, a nice through ball by number 4, but it's going to be Peter Brandt. Peter backs it away. The oncoming Carlos Gracida. Gonzalo Pierres now getting in good position to go for the back shot against the boards. Nicely taken as Memo Gracida is being challenged. Now it's up for grabs. We've got a horse race to the north goal, stride for stride. Memo getting set, goes for a fine looking back shot, but very quickly the green team regroup and a short back shot. Now Alfonso Pierres this time. Alfonso holding it back just a second. There's the shot inside the 60-yard line as Memo Gracida, a kind of a leisurely shot, doesn't quite get the angle. Finally he gets it away, but it's over his own back line, and the whistle tells us we have a safety shot. Gonzalo decides to come in for a second shot. Takes a quick one. Can we have a deflection here? Nicely picked up by Alfonso. He's going for the back shot, deflected off of Memo's pony. Memo waits for the ball to settle, grabs the near side shot. They're hooking and heading at it. Here comes Carlos Gracida. He's away, but back comes a defending player. Nicely executed shot as number 3. This is Paul Pierres pulling up and goes for the back shot, but he doesn't get a good clean shot. That's Gonzalo. Now then, here we go. We're just inside the 60-yard line. Carlos Gracida. Is this going to be goal number 4? It's up. Yes, it is. Goal number 4. Woo! Carlos Gracida, ladies and gentlemen, this young man. This is just the kind of thing that the White Birch team like to get their teeth into. They are a come-from-behind team. They're also a go-out-in-front team also early, but look out. Here comes number 2. It's Alfonso Pierres taking the ball away. Memo going to the whip. A bump and a ride-off there. Memo clears it with a near-side shot as Alfonso checks up. Steve Ghost coming in. Alfonso going around the outside. Oh, a nice play, leaving a man behind beautifully. Strokes it across the field. Now, 2 players in the green. Going for the back shot. There's a little cut back shot right in front of the goal, but it's Retama coming up at the play. Here's Memo Gracida. Coming back on the grey pony is Peter Brandt. Peter, a fine looking back shot, but he collects a whistle on the way. We've had 6 teams entered into this magic tournament, and John McDonald's team from Atlanta, 27 goals, and Rolex, Abercrombie and Kent. Pretty strong stuff. Now then, a little interception by Paul Pierres. Paul changing the line completely, going out towards the west side, the east side rather. That's a 30-second horn, 30 seconds and counting down. Now, 2 players coming in. It's Paul Pierres. Are we going to look at Peter Brandt going down the middle of the field, looking to collect it? It's going to be an interception right there by Memo Gracida. Now, an awkward bouncing ball. Picked up here as the White Birch team pop it away with a short back shot. Now then, as Retama turns the tables, Peter Brandt having to hustle back. We've got exactly 2 seconds is all. There's the long ball, but no. So that'll be the end of the... Well, ladies... There, Sweeney. Tail. And we wrap the bottom area of the leg to prevent any bumping on the odd occasion if the ball does touch the horse's leg, like that. Now, it's Memo Gracida, but picking up the play is Gonzalo Pierres. Steve Ghost very cautiously, not crossing in front. Gonzalo knows he's got to make this on his own. Very wisely checking up. A little dribble. Back comes the defending player. It's Carlos Gracida. 3 or 4 players are turning, picked up on the near side. There's a bump and a ride-off by the 2 10-goal players. Now, Memo goes for the back shot right in front of goal. Here's a chance for Paul Pierres and a whistle. The penalty is right in front of the goal. It's almost an automatic goal, almost a gimme, if you will. There's no way to defend against this shot. As, let's see, who's going to come through and stroke it through? This will be Gonzalo Pierres. He'll take his time. and walk it through the goal, and we have a goal on the board for the northern team of Connecticut. So it's 4 goals to 1. Okay, coming in for the lineup. The ball popping out, and here comes Alfonso Pierres, stroking away. Memo Gracida having to pick up the man. Looking down, there's a nice looking approach shot up to the 60-yard line. A very quick sprint from Alfonso Pierres' pony. And here comes Carlos Gracida right here. Carlos sensing his number 1 coming through, but it's going to be Pierres right there with Ruben Gracida. Pierres, brilliant turn with that pony. Magic play here, looking for the long shot, but it's blocked by the defending pony. Gonzalo Pierres now tries to get loose. He's pushing out in front of 2 players. There's almost a collision right there, looking for the ball to come out. Gonzalo, Alfonso, and finally the ball is... There's another bump and a ride-off as Gonzalo comes up with it against the boards. Now, he's going to try to get it out of there, coming around the outside, but there's a bump and a ride-off. This is Alfonso Pierres. He's worked his way back to the 60-yard line. There's the next shot as Memo Gracida, reading the play well, takes the bump from Paul Pierres. There's a shot towards the goal. It's looking good for a moment, but it's cleared away by Ruben Gracida. Correction, Steve Ghost at number 4. That's exactly what the back is supposed to do. Shut the back door, as we say. Now, the ball's still sticking in that south end, as we see a possible interception looming here, and here come the Retama team, but it's going to be Memo Gracida with a long lofted ball. Peter Brand on the beautiful black pony coming in very quickly, goes ahead by 4 or 5 lengths and turns it around the corner. Now, the ball jumping over everybody's mallet. Coming through is Ruben Gracida. Alfonso Pierres right there in front of Peter Brandt. Alfonso against the boards. Notice how closely these players are marking each other. Alfonso lays up a pretty good shot. Now, this is Carlos Gracida. Carlos waiting for a man to go downfield and strokes a beautiful back shot. Peter Brandt now, look at number 2 riding out number 1. Almost a collision right here. Now then, a crossfield shot relieves the pressure just a moment. As Memo Gracida, he's just being edged out a little bit now. They're chasing to the ball. It's how will they stop? It's a brilliant play. The ball just running out of play as we see a flash of that to exclusive clubs in all of sports. There are only 5 people in the world that currently hold that handicap, active players. Here we go. Alfonso Pierres. Gonzalo, here comes number 1. It's coming through, looking good. Right towards the goal. This is looking good for the White Birch team. Just a touch, and it's up, and it's through for the goal. And so, Gonzalo Pierres umpire Hipwood quickly getting out of the way as Alfonso picks it up, goes to the near side again, and again. Now then, back comes Ruben Gracida, the nice inside shot blocked by the pony. The play about to turn as Carlos Gracida holds it back for just a moment. Steve goes backing him up. There's the through ball. Now then, they're going to drop the reins on these horses as a nice back shot from Peter Brandt, who can recover quickly. Memo Gracida and a whistle. Interested to know that that ball is there for a fraction of a milli. It's 7 feet from the eye. And at the same time, you're trying to control the mind and the body of an animal weighing anywhere between 900, possibly even 1,000 pounds. So it's quite an art to master. Now that gentle back shot, setting up a good pass for Memo Gracida. Memo, surrounded by 2 men in green. And Gonzalo Pierres steals the play. There's the layup shot. Paul Pierres desperately looking for the ball. The back shot is challenged. Now Gonzalo picks it up, he's inside the 60-yard line, reaching behind the pony, and here comes brother Alfonso with an inside shot towards the goal. They're going to have to clear this one, and they do. This is Carlos Gracida waiting for that ball to bounce, and he cracks it one downfield. Look at the speed of these fellows. Incredible stuff. Let's give them a shout as they go by. Here we go. Whoa! A brilliant hit as Peter Brandt finds himself getting set for the back shot, but no contact. That's Paul Pierres. Now, Pierres. Gonzalo trying to find brother Paul, but it's going to be Gonzalo with a little bit of time. Gathers the ball nicely. Carlos Gracida keeping an eye. No contact. Now look at Ruben Gracida. He's the first to turn. It's the one who's going to get the horses to turn first, can usually come up with the goal. It's Ruben going for the long shot as Paul Pierres comes in, playing a defensive position here for a moment. Paul checking up, looks over the shoulder, doesn't get a good shot off. The second shot is intercepted. who's going to pick it up. Here's Memo Gracida, but he does not have a play. And here comes Pierres, but we have a hook right at the 60-yard line. Alfonso looking for Peter Brandt, who's coming up to be challenged now. There's the back shot as we have a loose ball just at about the halfway line. Nice play from brother to brother. That's Carlos to Memo. There's the long shot to the goal. They're going to try to chase after it as number 3 comes back. Gonzalo Pierres getting set. He's got to clear this one, and he does nicely. However, 2 players descending upon the ball right here. It's Memo Gracida with a fine back shot, setting up his brother. He's going for the near side. No contact. Now here come White Birch, and this is Peter Brandt. Peter flipping it around the corner, coming back to challenge. This is looking good for Peter Brandt. Yes, Peter could be the hero right here. Peter Brandt continuing to the south goal. He thinks he's got one right here. Peter Brandt getting set. It's up, it's up, it's a goal! A fine goal by Peter Brandt. Oh yes, what they're doing out there. Thank you. Chuckers for Charity program, including Stephanie Powers, and others to be named as we continue. Okay, Chucker 3, ladies and gentlemen. It's the championship right here. $10,000 to each player, to the winning team. On the winning team, here we go. Memo Gracida, as the pace begins to pick up now. Number 3 trying to reach down, and it's Carlos Gracida. He's got it. What a nice play. Carlos Gracida finally hooked. Back comes the defending player, Peter Brandt. Goes for the back shot. Now then, 2 players coming in together, and we have a whistle. Alfonso, they can only come on the field to defend against this shot after the ball with his horse and with his own body. Here we go. Penalty 3. Penalty 2 from 30 yards. Watch. Here we go. There's the shot, but it's through the goal. So it's 5-3. Retama. So quickly the season starts, and it's over before you know what's what. But our season still continues here at the Polo Club until the end of May, and we hope that you'll continue to come out. Now, Memo Gracida being pursued by Paul Pierres. Memo unable to complete the shot. Carlos returns a nice pass for Memo Gracida right here. Memo tries the first time shot, but the shot is blocked by Peter Brandt. Now, another back shot from Alfonso Pierres. Correction from Carlos Gracida. There's a next shot towards the goal. Peter Brandt coming in, flicks it away, off the back line, and here comes White Birch. Peter Brandt now trying to get up some speed. Look at these guys pushing and shoving, waiting for the bounce off the boards. Whoa! Having to leave the field of play. 2 players together as the ball still is in play. Steve Ghost does not have a play. The ball finding a little patch of dirt and holding itself up. Now then, the through ball. Again on the near side. This is Gonzalo Pierres. Peter Brandt coming through. Returns the pass as checking out the field. This is Carlos Gracida. Carlos, a high lofted ball. 2 players are already turning. And a nice shot right there from number 2, Alfonso Pierres. How do they do it? Ladies and gentlemen, we've got both teams on this side. Can we hear it for White Birch, please? Anybody here for White Birch? All right, what about Retama? Any supporters here for Retama? Woohoo! Okay, here we go. Now, this is Ruben Gracida. As Paul Pierres comes in to challenge. Memo Gracida strokes a pretty good shot downfield. This is Carlos coming in. Peter Brandt deciding whether to take the man. There's the inside pass as number 1 jumps onto the line. It's going to be a next shot towards the goal, but it's going to be off to the left as the tempo picks up, and they kept it in play. Now then, this is Gonzalo Pierres. Look at the speed of these horses. These fellas will work their way up to 35 miles an hour, like right here. Look at this. Incredible stuff. The back shot is partially cleared, but not all the way. Now, the green machine holding on to the play, putting up the shot as we see Paul Pierres trying to come through. Can he get to the play? Just about, and here's the pickup from number 3 downfield. As we see Memo Gracida coming in, but it's a loose ball. Now, the near side shot up towards the goal. It's off to the left, and they will let it go over the back line. But just Memo Gracida stroking away nicely. There's a set-up play. Coming through, it's Steve Ghost. Steve, is he challenged? Yes, he is. Here comes Memo very quickly. Oh, 3 or 4 players together, and the eventual... And we also are looking for the most valuable team. At halftime, ladies and gentlemen, when you come on the field, please drop by the breezeway to buy a ticket or 2 for the Piaget watches. All the funds go to St. Mary's. Here we go. Now, Ruben Gracida at number 1. Can he get a play? Peter Brandt quickly on the grey pony. Ruben sensing a chance to gather the ball, however. Steve Ghost goes for the back shot. And another whistle. And so any little thing, anywhere around $18,000. So it's worth a gamble. And not only that, it's going to a very good cause, and it is tax deductible. I brought a ticket today, so whatever that means, here we go. Now, the white team of Retama going for the next shot. As we see Gonzalo Pierres, correction, Alfonso Pierres with the back shot. Now, the green machine, we're going to have a horse race here to the north end of the field. It's Steve Ghost trying to shut the back door. Paul Pierres on a very quick pony. Number 9, Paul holding good control, but he's got to meet Steve Ghost sooner or later. There's the loose ball as Memo Gracida comes in and flicks it away with a very nice play. But look at this man here, number 2, a brilliant pickup here by Alfonso Pierres, leaning into the back shot towards the goal, but it's a little short as Memo classically punches it out of there with the back shot. 2 men quickly in the green. Paul Pierres, no pickup here by Carlos Gracida. Now Peter Brandt's down there. Who can pick it up? And a whistle at the 30-yard line. Retama from San Antonio, Texas, the home of the U.S. Open. At the other end, they will have to leave the field behind their goal, can only come onto the field after the ball has been hit. Obviously, this is a very critical situation for both teams. Here we go. Alfonso Pierres from 30 yards out. Look at Carlos Gracida coming in to try and block the shot. It's up, but it is waiting for the goal judge. Is it through or not? It's a goal. Okay, it's through for a goal. So they've drawn within 1 goal. So it's... Okay, umpire Hipwood throwing the ball in. A good flick of the wrist downfield from Alfonso Pierres. Paul Pierres sensing a chance to come through. Who's going to pick up the loose ball? It's Carlos Gracida. Carlos with a brilliant backhanded shot downfield, but Gonzalo, correction, Peter Brandt quickly into the defense, and here comes Gonzalo Pierres. He's going for the long shot, doesn't get a good connection. Now, the ball is left here by number 2. It's Carlos Gracida. What a nice shot. Look at that. Brilliant play. Tailing it, holding back for the last second as Carlos gets himself in, Memo gets himself into position to receive the pass. Now, a little bumping against the boards. Here come the white Birch team. It's over the heads, and Peter Brandt could be the hero right here. Peter waiting for that ball to settle, but he's got a very sharp angle. Can he get it? Peter Brandt tries to keep it in play, but it's wide. Just behind wide.
Check and see how far down.
Now, number 3, Memo Gracida on this pretty dapple grey. Getting ready to unleash the inside shot, and there it is. And who to pick it up? It's brother Carlos Gracida, having a little trouble but recovers nicely. Look at Ruben Gracida already heading downfield. No contact as Paul Pierres takes advantage. Whoa, those ponies are jumping in the air. And we do have a whistle. The body in the saddle. We're using with a good sensitive feeling on the horse's sides. Here we go. Memo Gracida. A little push shot. Are we going to see the long bomb? Winds it up, but it's deflected nicely. Second shot, right down the middle. Who can pick it up here? They're trying to connect it to loose ball in the goal mouth. Who's going to pick it up here? 3 players coming in. It's blasted away, and we have 2 men shaping up for the white Birch team as the players. Now there's the inside pass, and this looks like Peter Brandt coming down the middle. 2 greys. Peter Brandt, 30-second horn and a whistle at the horn. Well, it looked good for a moment, so teams, a nice rousing send-off as they take a 10-minute break. And we're going to give you a chance to go onto the field and stretch your legs and... Thank you very much. Okay, we hope that you purchased some tickets for the St. Mary's benefit. As we start, Chucker number 4, the second half is already underway. And Memo Gracida looking to unleash the long bomb. Already at the 40-yard line, intercepted here. The back shot from Ruben Gracida. 2 players together, and a whistle down in that from the 30-yard line. If he can, to block the shot of Memo Gracida. Memo's shot is up, and he's almost saved it. But he's through for the goal, so it's 6 goals to 4. Goals to 4. Weather conditions. We have timeout. We're not quite sure why.
I don't know.
The umpire, okay. The umpire's deciding to throw it in from the stadium side. Look at them jockey for position here. A lot of pushing and shoving. Now then, here we go. Gonzalo Pierres, right behind it. Memo. There's the next shot being forced to leave the field. Now, coming back into the field. As we see Carlos Gracida go for the back shot. Now, Alfonso unable to keep. About everybody has returned to the seats. We can pick up where we took off. Here we go, as Memo Gracida coming in very quickly. Hits a pretty good ball from about 130 yards out. 2 players are bumping and riding. It's the 2 captains here. This is Peter Brandt in the green. Does not have a play. The ball is over the back line. And team captain, 5-goal handicap, pops it off the back line. Looking for Alfonso Pierres to pick it up. It's backed away by number 3 on the white team. Here comes Gonzalo. He's going to try to make some room for himself. Gonzalo. He does, and he finds Peter Brandt as well. Now, Peter trying to get in a decent second shot. On the near side, 2 players together. There's the follow-up shot. It's whipping right through, but it's partially deflected. Memo Gracida, correction, Carlos Gracida, right on the tail of Gonzalo Pierres, going for the next shot. Cuts it inside, a 90-degree angle shot. Here comes Carlos Gracida. Does not clear the line. The ball's still up down in the south end. Is this going to cost them? 2 players together. He's walking across the goal face, but it's wide behind. And so, Memo, Amito, as of call time. And here we go. So Memo Gracida taking the knock-ins for Retama. Memo gives it a nice hit. Waiting for it to bounce is Carlos. Carlos tries to hit it on a half volley, but it's intercepted here by number 3, Gonzalo Pierres. Here's a chance for Peter Brandt. If he comes in, just a touch will do it. Steve goes right there. It's up, looking for the ball, and we have a little collision. And it's still in play. The play continues in spite of the fact that the goalpost is down. The penalty is in order. And so they've given getting that horse in a nice gentle hand canter. There's the shot, it's up, and it's saved by Memo Gracida. What a play! A perfect defensive play by Memo Gracida. What an impact that ball could have on the game right here. Now then, a brilliant play by Memo Gracida. Remember that one. Now from 30 yards along the line, the ball's still in play. As we see Pierres go for the back shot. Now Gonzalo turning again as Carlos Gracida comes in to challenge at the boards. Now, possible interception here as we wait to see Peter Brandt try to knock it out of the air. Correction, it's Pierres, but Steve Ghost comes in, goes for the back shot. Memo cutting through very sharply. Now, Peter Brandt across the field as the players will drop in behind each other, just like ice hockey. Here we go. Now, Peter Brandt, unlucky, deflected off the pony's leg. Now, Carlos Gracida, a little short, cutaway back shot. Contact is made right there. Oh yes, and here we go. Paul Pierres coming back, looking for the hook, a brilliant hook. The back shot. Play is allowed to continue as Carlos Gracida comes in. Correction, this is Ruben Gracida looking for the long ball. There it is, opening up the play. He may have hit it too hard as Carlos has got an incredible angle. Are we going to see the cut shot? We are, but the ball is a little too straight for him. And it's going off the back line, brilliantly saving that ball. And so, White Birch going to have to fight extra hard right here as Peter Brandt pops it off the back line. Two players trying to battle for positions. It's picked up by Piaget. Piaget and Memo Gracida right there and a whistle. And so they'll line up and receive the throw-in from umpire Howard Hipwood. So the white Birch team looking to get that extra goal or get one back. But Memo Gracida quickly on the play. Nice flashing back shot. Ruben Gracida jumping onto the play right here. Ruben working his way to the 60-yard line. Are we going to see the tail? No, it's a tail shot. Setting up Carlos Gracida brilliantly. Carlos checks, makes contact at the saddle. But another whistle.
This guy used to hunt bear in your area before it was your area.
16 minutes remaining in this game. 2 goals separating. Peter Brandt at number 4, the team captain, is not happy with the approach, and in some cases the third attempt. Peter Brandt along the ground. As we see, Paul Pierres outshining 2 players now, working to the goal. Pierres looking good from here. Pierres needs just a touch, it's up and he's found the goal. Paul Pierres. Oh yes, you give that man a half an inch and he'll take a yard on you. Timeout, says the umpire, not happy with the way the players are lining up. Most umpires would insist on 5 yards distance between him and the players. Now, Alfonso Pierres. Alfonso has these magic horses. They just seem to accelerate away. Incredible speed. Now, 2 players coming in. There's the inside pass, but 2 players in the white quickly. Wait a minute, Peter Brandt's up there. Here comes Gonzalo Pierres, but the ball hits the back of the pony, and we may have an interesting... You might want to keep your eye on exactly the same play to see Memo Gracida come across the line to try to... There's a shot, it's up and it's high, it's through for the goal. We have a tied game, ladies and gentlemen. 6 goals apiece. 6 goals apiece. All right, what about the Texas team? But San Antonio.
Cheryl!
My goodness me. Okay. All right, the South outnumbering the North, at least for the time being, in volume. Here we go. Now, Memo trying to get the shot in. And Carlos comes up and says, let me have a go at it. But here we go again. Memo Gracida turning a quick left turn. He's being pursued by the opposite number 2. Memo looks though he's going for the next shot, but it's deflected. The shot is passed. Now, Steve goes quickly at number 4. Steve going for the back shot. Oh! And again, as you saw, number 2 turned very quickly. Oh, that essentially means getting in front of a player when you shouldn't. So that's another foul. Here we go. Memo Gracida to try and put Retama out in front again. Not a particularly good one for Memo, and here they come. It's the green team, they're already in gear. Look at this pretty little filly coming down the field now. It's Alfonso Pierres. Alfonso gets a little time, but Memo very quickly back. He's got a bouncing ball, goes for the bounce, doesn't pick it up. This is Carlo. Oh, there's a good-looking shot. What a brilliant play. If he can keep it in, no! Unlucky with a lovely run by both players. A brilliant run by Alfonso. Number 11 coming straight down the middle here is ridden by...
Hi there.
Okay. Here comes Memo Gracida. We're tied at 6 goals apiece. Chucker number 5. Most people will tell you this is where the game is won and lost because you have to bring out your extra ponies. Now, a good blocking maneuver here by Carlos Gracida. He's waiting for Ruben Gracida to go downfield. Ruben waiting to get through. Carlos holding back. A little cat and mouse here. Watch for the next shot. There it is. And he finds his way down towards the goal. Unable to pick up the play as Alfonso comes in and takes it momentarily out of danger. Memo Gracida riding hard. Oh, these guys aren't giving up for a second. Too much money on the line. And prestige. Nice play. And as you saw, he trapped him. Memo Gracida. Memo's shot is up. Is it through? No, it's wide and to the left. Shot. Maybe he just put Memo off enough to off of his shot to let him hit wide. So 6-6. the championship day. Right here, an interception here by Ruben Gracida. He's won it through. Ruben looking good, a shot. Wait a minute, do we have a whistle? Apparently we do. Peter Brandt, riding horse number 15. Peter stroking downfield to connect with Alfonso Pierres. Alfonso tries to get a good shot, but he's out in front as Memo comes in. Memo rides him out gently. The back shot, the players expecting the whistle. Here comes Ruben Gracida, and Ruben catches a whistle right here over the heads of the defending players. And they do make particularly, and this is Gonzalo Pierres. This will be, we'll wait to see for just a minute. Gonzalo is asking permission to tee the ball up. On that in just a moment as Gonzalo Pierres comes in for White Birch. And here comes Memo. And he's decided to come for the second shot. And he's been challenged and he saved it again. But wait a minute, did the umpire consider that a penalty? You see, if you come off the back line to meet the ball and it's just inside the 30-yard line. So the fact that Memo Gracida has once saved a ball has obviously affected. The ball is through. Okay, so White Birch are now on in front by 1 goal for the first time in the game. So with 2 bites at the cherry, number 6 in chucker number 5. The game, of course, still wide open, and it's now then. Waiting to pick it up is Memo. Ruben Gracida playing a very good number 1 today. A deflection. Ruben coming in. He's partially hooked. A nice back shot. Memo not happy with the call. And here comes Steve Ghost to try and get an equalizer. Steve unable to pick it up as Memo picks up now just at his own 60-yard line. Memo going through. A finesse play here. He's going for the shot. He's got a goal! What a goal from Memo Gracida! Woohoo! Memo Gracida. Now, Ruben Gracida called off the play by Carlos. Now Ruben comes in, follows up with a nice through ball. Carlos Gracida and number 3 bumping and riding together. Look for the next shot. There it is, but it's a little too sharp an angle over the back line. White Birch from their own back line. Peter Brandt. Peter hitting a pretty good ball, and here comes Alfonso Pierres. But it's going to be Paul Pierres challenging. Good play. Number 2 is Alfonso with an near side shot. Look at this, off the field of play. He's going to jump onto the field. There you go. And it's Paul Pierres off to the races. They're going to catch him, or can they catch him? Paul going to the near side. Back comes a defending player. It's Memo checking the field. Memo goes for the tail shot to the boards, but number 2 is right there. Alfonso Pierres finessing. He's challenged. 2 players, a little misunderstanding, but Alfonso comes up with the play. He's trying to go around the outside. He's going for the next shot. It's a loose ball. Who can turn first? It's Gonzalo. Into the oncoming play. Nice play from Memo Gracida. Memo trying to keep control. Here comes Steve Ghost coming through. Come on, as we see the near side back shot. 2 or 3 players together. The ball bouncing out into the open now at the halfway line. A 90-degree neck shot. High lofted ball. Peter Brandt waiting for that ball to settle. Goes for the tail shot. Nicely hit by Peter Brandt. Now, 2 players coming in. It's Memo Gracida. But Ruben Gracida on the black pony decides he'll wait for the man to turn and set him up with a nice little pass backwards. 2 players coming in, and another whistle. Who this afternoon is absolutely awesome. And clap if you wish for your team, ladies and gentlemen. It's 7-7 in the 5th. A good game for the championship this afternoon. Memo Gracida with a brilliant hit. The ball bouncing inside the 60. Look for Carlos. The near side tail shot right in front of the goal. Up comes the defending player. And it's Alfonso Pierres. But look at here. Against the boards as Ruben Gracida. Correction. Watch out as the ball protects us. Now from the throw-in, who's going to pick it up? They're turning and circling. Alfonso comes out with the play. This man is a fine player. Here we go. Alfonso, they expect him to go to 10 goals maybe next year, and here comes number 1. Steve Ghost coming back to defend. Now, no play for Memo Gracida. He has to back away. Picked up by Carlos. Carlos Gracida keeping control, waiting for the ball to come off the boards. The back shot from Alfonso. This is Memo Gracida. Memo coming around the outside with another little finesse play. Reaches down, shoulder around, facing squarely downfield. Memo lets the ball run for him. Now breaks away. Two players coming in, a little touch, as that's Peter Brandt to number 2, Alfonso Pierres. There's no let up here, they're turning very quickly, as we see. We hear out there, they have everything in the world to worry about. Thing into the attack or play a conservative game, be careful not to foul, and everything in the world going through their minds. Tremendous pressure. Peter Brandt, a pretty nice looking shot, straight down the middle. As we see Paul Pierres making a go of it. Steve Ghost, can he get a decent shot in? 3 men in the green. Now then, it's a loose ball. He's going to the near side. There it is. It's up, but it's not going to go through the goal. Now then, Steve Ghost taking off downfield as Memo comes in and decides a short pass is going to do the trick for him. Memo coming in. Unleashes a brilliant shot. Straight down the field to his number 4. Steve unable to pick it up. Alfonso Pierres decides to come forward for a little bit. Then goes for the back shot, setting up 2 of them. Here comes Alfonso Pierres, but number 1, Ruben Gracida, first on the scene. This is Carlos, little short back shot. 2 men in green, Peter Brandt, not too much on the ball. Good shot from number 3, but it's out of play. You're rooting for, let them hear it. And how about Peter Brandt and White Birch? Good, there you go. 30-second horn. Now, can they do anything in that short 30-second time? If it touches the boards, the chukker is over. If the whistle is heard. Now, look at Memo dropping the reins on that pony, going around the outside. Does he have enough time? A little finesse over the halfway line. He may have enough time. We have 12 seconds only. He's going for the long shot, but no contact. It's going to be up to the final chukker. We may even go into a sudden death. There's the long ball. Is it out of play? Yes, it is, and that'll end chukker number 5 at 7 goals to 7, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be back with you in a couple of minutes. The champagne and handshake. So do be with us and come onto the field as we make the draw. Here we go. Now, there's no tomorrow right here as the White Birch team in the form of, look at here, Memo giving a little bump and a ride-off, but Ruben Gracida quickly onto the scene. Little contact there, perfectly legal apparently. There's a nice play as Carlos Gracida tries to bang one through 2 players. You can feel the tension building up here as Carlos really putting on the ginger. The back shot to the boards. Now, again, look how closely they're marking each other. Steve Ghost unable to make contact. Deflected off the pony. Christian Laprida, 9-goal player from Argentina, one of the umpires this afternoon, throwing that ball in. Here we go, as Peter Brandt feels he's on the line, and he connects pretty well. Peter Brandt allowing that pony to stretch out. Back comes a defending player, and it's Steve Ghost. Can Peter come around the outside? Steve is just checking, he's going to ride him out, if he can. They check up at the ball, but he doesn't make it, and Peter Brandt's layup shot towards the goal, but a whistle has been heard. Unfortunately, no rain in sight. On Thursday evening there was a talk of rain here for the weekend, but we're glad we're all here together high and dry. And let's see. From the throw-in. You have to know that the tension out there is going to be something. And the ball is out of play. Memo Gracida. A bump and a ride off, and here comes Ruben Gracida on the grey pony, but picked up here nicely. Peter Brandt is ridden out of the play. There's the inside pass, but Ruben coming onto the line. Decides to go for the back shot. A good attempt by Paul Pierres. Now, you're going to see these guys throw everything to the wind right here. Now, Gonzalo going for the long shot, deflected off the pony. Here's a chance for Alfonso Pierres. 2 players in the green together. A little trick play perhaps. It's Alfonso. Watch for the next shot. There it is, up towards the goal, but it's going to be over the back line. And that's for 30 seconds, of course, unless we're tied up. It's 7-7 in the 6th. This is how we like it, close and exciting. And that's Memo Gracida, outside of his own 30-yard line. Coming straight down the middle, there's the wide open pass as Carlos Gracida is bumped out of play. Alfonso Pierres, a nice back shot, comfortably taken on the bounce. Memo tries to make it, and here comes Paul Pierres now. The players are trying to pick it up, and here comes, who is it? It's Memo Gracida. Memo across the field as they head straight for the stadium. They're going to the whip, and there's a bump and a ride-off. Memo on the near side. Everybody stand back. A nice pickup again. Here we go. Give them a shout as they go by. Memo Gracida being backed up by Carlos, but a brilliant back shot from number 2. Here we go as Alfonso. Woo! And we have a whistle on the board. Could this be the go-ahead shot? Here we go as they've got 3 men back on the goal line. And Memo Gracida. Memo's shot is intercepted here at the 30-yard line, and here comes Alfonso Pierres. He's hooked. Whoa, they're having to turn quickly. Is that another whistle? What are they going to do here? A trick play or a conventional play? Peter Brandt decides to drop the reins and go straight down the middle. And there is the pass, unlucky. But number 3 is trying to circle round. He cannot get the pony round on the line as Ruben Gracida turns on it. Here comes Carlos, a little push. Carlos Gracida off to the races, heading to the north goal. Back comes a defending player and hooks him. They ride together. The back shot from number 1. Now, 2 players, watch for a little contact here. There's the attempted back shot, and the ball is loose. Who's going to jump onto it? Steve goes. Steve hits a pretty good back shot. Again, it's intercepted, but it's a loose ball. There's an attempted next shot. It's anything and everything is happening here. There's a long through ball. This could be a breakaway. It's Peter Brandt leading the charge. Ruben Gracida coming behind. Memo and Peter Brandt all alone. The ball is off to the left as Ruben Gracida comes in. Can he clear it? No, he cannot. And oh, is that another whistle down there? Yes, it is, down in that south end. So the ball could just drop, and bingo, it could be through the goal in a flash. Let's find out. As the 2 umpires take up their positions, 1 man back is Steve Ghost trying to defend. Are we going to see a quick shot? Here it is, right towards the goal. White Birch looking for the shot. It's defended. It hits the pony. They can't get it. Memo Gracida gets it out of there, but it's not over yet. There's the near side shot, but it's going to be over the back line. So it's still tied up. Now then, Memo Gracida. Here comes Steve Ghost up into the attack. Steve reaches down, using the boards here, unable to make contact for the second time. That pony almost sliding off. Now then, who's turning first? It's going to be White Birch, and there's a shot. Does it have enough leg? This is number 1. It's Paul Pierres. He can be very dangerous. There's the shot. It's up, and it's wide. Ball is wide down there. My goodness me. Great fun. Now then, Memo. Memo, again, trying to connect with his number 1, but this is Gonzalo Pierres. Gonzalo, the youngest of the Pierres brothers, turns it around the corner, but it's picked up here by Carlos Gracida. Carlos has got a man downfield. Here we go, but it's a back shot from White Birch. They're not giving an inch here. I can't believe we've had a whole chukker without a score. Almost a whole chukker. There's only a minute 48. Anything could happen now. Here we go as the team in green come back to form a defensive line and backs it away. And here's a chance for 2 men coming. Oh! We have a bump. We have a bump with the ambulance. Please stand by. Stand by and get those engines revved up, please, in case we need your help. Okay, stay away from the horse, ladies and gentlemen. Well played, my man. Incredible drama. Stay away to the pony line on his own, and the groom will gather him nicely and neatly and coolly and calmly. It's a black mare, and yes, we only have a minute on so Pierres. Here we go. Minute 36. There's no tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. It's right here. One mistake and it could cost them the championship. White Birch are the holders of this great tournament. Here we go, and Alfonso Pierres out in front again. He's not giving up. They're fighting every last inch of the way. That's Memo Gracida. There's the inside pass. Look at Gonzalo trying to come through. Oh, we have another situation. Ambulance, please come on the field. Ambulance, very quickly. I'm on the field right away. Everybody else, please stand back and let these people do their work. Thank you very much. Okay. Quickly as possible, thank you very much. We'll just let the professionals do their thing and we'll put some music on for you. waiting for Paul Pierres to get back onto the field. A little trick play, perhaps. Gonzalo's shot is up, but is it through? It's wide. The ball is what? Memo Gracida coming in now. So let's really get behind these teams, ladies and gentlemen. It's Texas in the white and it's Connecticut in the green, and here we go. We're off and running as no contact. Look at Memo Gracida coming through. The ball just inside the half, and here comes Carlos Gracida with a long lofted shot over the heads of the players now. Carlos recovered from the fall. Two players. Now are we going to see the last second shot? We've got 45 seconds only. Now we're turning the back shot out towards the 60-yard line. But look out, here comes Pierres. Gonzalo, the back shot, a whistle. No, the play is allowed to continue. We have just, here's the 30-second horn. 30 seconds is all that remaining. Can they pull it out? Here we go. Back comes Steve Ghost. They'll try not to foul. Steve Ghost goes for it. It's picked up. Here comes White Birch, but it's not away. Woo-hoo-hoo! And we have a sudden death overtime period in the World Cup. Hear the whistle up here. Of course, the wind is going the other way. And I believe they've given a penalty. Wait a minute, 15 seconds and a penalty's been given in front of the goal. Here we go, this could be it right here. Gonzalo Pierres coming up to the goal. Is he going to put it through? There it is, and it's through for the goal. So, that's all over, ladies and gentlemen, and the championship goes to White Birch by a score of 7-8. So join us on the field for the presentation. On the winning team this afternoon will receive an envelope and a check inside of it for $10,000 apiece. Now, I've heard a few people say that's pretty good money for one afternoon's work, but it's more than that, believe me. You can see how dangerous the sport can be. Happy to report that the players are okay, as are the horses. Both of the horses that went down recovered very quickly, and they're back on their feet. And here come the winning team, ladies and gentlemen, for a second time in 2 years. Peter Brandt, who was nursing a very bad leg. It became infected. He's been taking shots and taking medication for it. It was doubtful if he could play, and he came here to captain his own team, and you know he's got to be feeling pretty good about that whole thing. But they did play well together. 1986 Piaget World Cup. It's White Birch, and here is Paul Pierres at number 1. Number 2, Alfonso Pierres right here, Gonzalo Pierres at number 3, and here is Peter Brandt, the team captain of the White Birch team. And so, we're getting a few photographs for the local, national, and international media. And right now, Mrs. Ilvasaka, Janie Ilvasaka, is bringing up the champagne to let somebody have a little taste of the bubbly. And here comes Steve Ghost, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give the Retama team a nice welcome up here, if you will. Memo Gracida and Steve Ghost. He's got to be disappointed, but he's consoling his team players. Unlucky. Well played, Steve. You guys did a tremendous job, and it's not that easy to be up here and having it snatched from you in the last second like that. Nobody likes to lose, but they're here and they're doing well. Would all the Yale alumni please come out here, please? Mr. Ilvasaka would like to have you come out, the Yale alumni. And if we could see the best playing pony, is the pony here, please? Oh, well, just hold up, just a second. Hold on, I'm sorry. Just a second. Un momento, por favor. Just a moment. I don't believe I said that. Here we go. We're getting... If you gentlemen could come up a little closer, please. Can you come over here? There you go. Thank you very much. And so, this is Angela Florenza working hard behind the scenes. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's the big moment. Mr. Jerry Grinberg, the president of North American Watch Company, is coming up now to present the checks, the money, and thank you very much, right there. And that is Mr. Grinberg, thank you. The Bay. So that's a double victory for Retama.